guys, it's Cinderella here. I'm coming to you today to talk about some debug items. I've been building the Not So Berry series, and the next color on my list is orange. And with the orange sim has to live like in an apartment building type of thing, where it's like TLC, and those buildings are in San Maruno, the City Living World. So I decided that I didn't want to renovate an existing apartment. I just didn't feel like doing it. So I wanted to do my own interpretation of a townhouse, brownstone type of thing. I'm from New York, so I kind of want that New York type of vibe, as far as like brownstone and whatnot. And if you happen to use this particular download, you can always list for like roommates, and like one roommate can live in one section and then you can live in the other section, or however you want to do it. But I wanted to show you guys some of the debug items, because a lot of people have been asking me, what CC I use. And if you know me, you know I don't use any CC. And I really try to keep everything base build, because my whole thing is that I want to build for those who are new to the game and who don't own a lot of packs and stuff like that. But with the Not So Berry challenge, as time goes on, especially when you're starting orange and above, so orange, pink, peach, and blue, you kind of have to use more than one pack. And for instance, like I said, they kind of want you to use the City Living pack with the whole apartment thing. So I don't use CC because it's not my preference. Not because I don't like it. I love CC. CC is beautiful. The things that you guys do with making CC and adding it to your builds are amazing. But I personally do not use CC. So I wanted to show you guys a couple of debug items. And before I show you some of these debug items, for those who don't know how to even get some of the debug items, because I can't assume that everyone knows. So if you don't know how to use or get debug items, let me show you right now. So what you do is, on your keyboard, you go Shift, Control, and C all at the same time, and it brings up this white bar. And with that white bar, what you are going to type is testing cheats, all one word, space, either true, or you can put on, and then you press enter, and it says cheats are enabled. And then the next thing you're going to do is type in bb.show hidden objects. That's one. Now when you press enter, you don't see much of a change, but you do see kind of like a shift at the bottom of your catalog. And then the next thing you're going to put in is bb.show live edit objects. And once again, you press enter, but you're really not going to see anything. And then what you do is you type down here in the search, you type in debug. And then when you do that, there's a list of debug. It doesn't matter which debug you click, because it's all going to just bring you to the same menu. So I'm just going to click this one here. Boom, it brings me to the debug items. Now the debug items, let me take this off real quick. The debug items don't cost any money. So if you're looking to make like a starter home, this is really good, because it keeps the cost down. So you're not like spending any money. Like for instance, like some things will cost you, let's say, I don't know, like something in another pack, City Living, get together or something. The item may cost $100, but then in debug, this exact same item will cost $0. You get my drift. Okay, moving on. So here are some of the items that I am using in my next build. I kind of want that city vibe. So this is a mailbox. So I got that. I have these half walls here because I want to kind of build like a little park, or maybe even a little dog park. Like I said, I am going to be adding on more packs with this particular build. So I probably will use city living, cats and dogs, get together. Yeah, so a couple of packs. So, and then this is where you get the cars. That is like the major thing that everyone always asks. Is like, where'd you get the car from? Where'd you get the car from? Well, got the car from Debug. That's where I got the car. So it has all different types of cars. None of them are usable, obviously, which pretty much sucks. But yeah, none of them are usable. But okay, so we're going to go through these items in Debug. So I'm going to scroll through. Now, when you're looking for things in Debug, it typically takes quite a long time because you have to look at each item, because most of these items don't have any description of what they are. And you're like clicking, oh, cute little house. No, boom, it's a big house. It's a big house. So there is a mod out there that actually fixes up this catalog and puts everything in order and makes it all tidy and neat or whatever. I don't use mods, so once again, it is a personal preference for me. But you're still gonna have to look through it regardless. So like these little signs here are also good for when you're trying to do anything like a city, like to have a city vibe. So I just basically, I take out everything that I think I may use or I think may go with what I am trying to build. And always keep in mind that whenever you're building something, try to look at the surrounding area of the lot. You kind of want to match what's going on around you. You're not going to want to build like a farmhouse in the middle of a city. I mean, you can. Hey, whatever floats your boat. But, you know, it kind of doesn't make any sense. But, you know, and then this is what I do to organize everything. This is how I keep my brain focused, even though sometimes I tend to, you know, slip away. Oh my gosh, it's a slushie. They have a freaking slushie. Okay, so like this, I'm gonna use like if I'm going to make like a bakery. So with Orange is a criminal who lives in an apartment building, right? But Orange also likes to go to the neighbor's house and steal their sweets and goodies. So I thought it would be kind of like a cool idea if not only did I have a little townhouse or brownstone, but if I made like a little bakery, a little sweet shop along with it to go with the whole orange, you know, not so berry theme. Okay, so let's see what we have here. You are going to be looking at the stuff with me. So here's a gas station sign. It's a big sign, so you can desize it, and how you desize is you press I guess the parentheses or the brackets. It's the brackets next to the P. It's the brackets next to the P on the keyboard. So you can downsize, upsize, whatever size you may like. So that's for my gas station if I decide to build a gas station. You got billboards of all sizes. Now, none of these things are costing me anything. So that's the bonus right there. Let's see what else. I'm trying to look for all city things. So here you go. Here's more cars. You got trucks. You got vans. If I wanted to build a street and I want cars on the street, this is where I would go and get the cars, different types of cars. Let's see what else they have here. Bear with me because I'm scrolling through. These cups here, these are coffee cups. I think they come with Get Together. So if you're building like a cafe or any type of food store or restaurant, these are really cool to add to like the shelving. It kind of brings it out. It just gives it, it just makes things come alive. You know what I mean? Let's see what we got. Come on, give me something. And like I said, it does take time. Right now, I'm trying to rush through just because I want to show you guys a couple of things. Here we go. Street lights. You can get street lights. More signs. There's a stop sign. I like these little lights. I call these little ball lights because they're little round balls on top. Like things like this. This is a metal bridge. And you're like, oh, it looks so cute. No, that shit is huge. That's huge. Look, it's so freaking huge. But, I mean, if that's something you want to use, you can use it. I'm not using it today. But, yeah, those are the type of things that you can find in Debug. Some more street lights. I don't know if it's different. It actually looks the same. I guess they just have it doubled in here. What else? What else? Bear with me. I am scrolling and I want to show you. See, now we're getting into where the packs, you know, you see these little icons. These are for the packs. This is for, what do you call that pack? Camping, camp life, camp something. This is for get to work. But again, these are in the game actually, but I mean in the pack, but they don't cost you anything. Whereas, if you didn't have Debug and you was looking at your normal catalog, they will cost you something, or they might have been locked or something like that. Or you don't get it until you achieve something, but all that is unlocked. City stuff, come on. And it really does take time to go through all these things. So, you know, that's why some people, oh, this is really good if you want to separate the streets from the sidewalk. I know in New York City we have these, and they're like in Central Park, which is a really huge park, and it separates the street from the sidewalk. Let's see what else they got here. This is really cute. It's really huge, but it kind of gives you kind of like an idea of things that you can build. So I use this sometimes as reference, especially if you're new and you're starting out and you really want to learn. Yeah, just look at these things that are, you know, these houses, especially the stuff that, you know, that's around, like this big building here, this little store over here. It's always good to look at things that's in the game and you can learn from it. I know I do. Let's see. Let's see what else they got. These are cute little cars. Once again, more cars. Oh, this right here, I'm going to use this. It's like a bus stop, so I'm definitely going to use that. Let's see. This too, this is like a, I guess like a awning without the seats. You know, like for a bus stop or a train station. Whatever your heart desires. I guess this is like, where, you know, like when you're walking in the street and they have those poles and everybody puts their flyers and shit like that on, so that's good to have for, like, if you want that whole city vibe. Let's see what else. Obviously the power. No, that's not power. What the hell is that? Oh, that's the mailbox. So apartment mailbox, you gotta have that. Some more power lines. They love these power lines, and once again, you can make them small or make them big. Elevator, gotta have an elevator. Like I said, all free, don't cost you a thing. Just remember, if you're building with these items, make sure you tell everyone else, like in your description, to use bb.moveobjects, abbreviation MOVE, because if you don't tell them to have that on before they download the stuff, some stuff could be missing, some stuff could be looking way out of place, like it don't belong. Everything's gonna look off. It's just a hot freaking mess. So keep that in mind as well. I'm gonna hurry up and finish this. Oh, you gotta have a fire hydrant. Gotta have a fire hydrant. And you got two options of two colors. There's more signs. You gotta have a fire escape. Fire escapes are a big deal in New York City. I know I grew up in a building, and on the building had a fire escape. Usually the fire escapes are usually like the same color as the building, not this metal gray thing. But you know, I mean, you can make it yourself, you know, or you can just use that. Here are some buildings. See, this is a great example of a building. Not really New York, but nevertheless, it is kind of like a townhouse feel. You can shrink it if you want to. If you don't feel like building multiple things on your own, you can always add that on to your build, or to like, if you're building, if you have like a big lot or something like that, and you want to just put some stuff down just for space wise, like to fill it up, perfect. Those things are perfect to use. Okay, so basically you got the gist of it. There are a lot. I mean, this is just like a little bit of a handful, and this is just little things that I want to use for my whole city vibe. But there are so many things in Debug that you can use for so many types of building projects. So yeah, so that's the gist of it, guys. I just wanted to show you that. I hope you learned a little something. If not, I hope I brought a smile to your face. And yeah, hit that subscribe button. I will definitely subscribe right back to you if you have a channel of your own, because hey, if you're supporting me, I want to support you. So this is Cimarella signing out. Take care, guys.